got a hint of that in post-credit scene. I believe it was a post-credit scene in Transformers Beast Wars, the movie, which was pretty cool. It was epic. It's really got everybody, at least me, hyped up for it. And this is coming from Screen Rant. The G.I. Joe and Transformers crossover plan is perfectly explained through major 712 million stats. Paramount is planning a Transformer and G.I. Joe crossover for Transformers 8, and the reason comes back to the major 712 million box office stat. So this thing has got like a list of the G.I. Joe, the three G.I. Joe films plus all the Transformer films, what they made at the box office. So we're going to go down here and read it, the article. The Transformers and G.I. Joe franchises are the Transformers and GI Joe franchises are found to cross over in Transformers 8. The reason for that plan is perfectly explained by looking at the box office. Paramount has spent over a decade trying to bring the two Hasbro live action movie franchises together in some fashion. The studio ultimately used Transformers Rise of the Beast ending to tell audiences that a Transformer and G.I. Joe crossover is officially happening. The exciting tease directly set up Transformers 8 and a chance to reboot G.I. Joe movie franchise as part of Transformers' new continuity. Now, I only liked one G.I. Joe movie, and that was the very first one, Rise of Cobra. That was the one where you had Joseph Gordon-Levitt, Channing Tatum as well. The G.I. Joe tease is in Transformers Rise of the Beast. Flipped Paramount's original plans for such a crossover. The studio originally advised putting some Transformers in G.I. Joe 3 several years before, but the movie never fully materialized, forcing them to reconfigure plans for the epic team-up. Now it will be the G.I. Joe characters who join the Transformers franchises instead of the Autobots being used to prop up another G.I. Joe reboot movie. There are certainly many factors that went into the decision, but a key reason likely was the franchise's difference at the box office. So it does give us, like I said, it gives us a list here. I mean, this is off of ScreenRant.com. The Transformers G.I. Joe franchises have had very different levels of success at the box office over the years. Through the 7 Transformer films that have been released, the franchise has grossed over $5.2 billion at the box office worldwide. This gives each installment in the franchise average global haul of $754 million, which is incredibly impressive. However, G.I. Joe's box office performance has not been nearly as stellar, leading Paramount to make the decision for the next iteration of the Joes to be supporting characters in the Transformers movies. So that is going to be interesting. Paramount has released G.I. Joe movies over the years, each varying levels of box office success. G.I. Joe Rise of Cobra, G.I. Joe Retaliation performed mildly well, making over $300 million each. However, Snake Eyes G.I. Joe Origins bombed at the box office, which I did see that. That was not that great of a film. Making only $34 million worldwide. This means the G.I. Joe franchise has a $712 million box office total. The Transformers franchise made 7 times as much as G.I. Joe at the box office, with even each movie averaging a higher gross than G.I. Joe's collective total. And it does give a list right here of the movies, of what the worldwide box office was. Pretty neat, pretty interesting. You look at, you just look at something. You just look at this list here of what they made at the world box office, each of the films, and it's mind blowing. I think mind blowing. There has never been an idea that the G.I. Joe franchise is bigger than or even on par with Transformers, but the difference between them at the box office is nonetheless surprising. Both movie franchises are based on wildly popular toys and cartoons from the 1980s, so they're being part of Hollywood's age of nostalgia in the 2010s made sense. However, it is clear based on the box office that while Transformers found its audience through becoming a massive action blockbuster franchise, G.I. Joe could not replicate the same level of success, which is a shame. Uh, Three Transformer movies have been made more than all. Hold on now. Well, let's get in the right spot here. G.I. Joe's 712 million box office total over the years becomes a bit more concerning for Paramount when the performance of individual Transformers movies is factored in. Regardless of the studio was pleased with early box office results from G.I. Joe. The collaborative total has been surpassed by three different Transformer movies on their own. Transformers: Revenge of the Fallen was the first movie to beat G.I. Joe box office total. The 2009 sequel made $836 million at the box office 2 months before Paramount launched the G.I. Joe franchise. In my honest opinion, I think this is going to be an epic movie when they do come out of it. The G.I. Joes and Transformers all in one movie. There's some more to it, but I won't read a lot of it. I mean, I think you guys can go ahead and read. Go over to ScreenRant.com and type in G.I. Joe Transformers crossover. 712 million is what the title is for stats. But yeah, I remember, I really wasn't a big Transformers fan when I was a kid. G.I. Joe I watched a little bit. I mean, I liked that a little bit more than Transformers, but after seeing some of the Transformers live action films, I'm starting to love the Transformers a lot, especially Rise of the Beast. That was an epic film. That was my favorite film in the entire Transformers franchise, to be honest. But yeah, this will be interesting to see when this movie is going to come out, what they're going to make at the box office, combining both G.I. Joe and Transformers in one movie. It should be pretty epic. I'm looking forward to it. But other than that, that is it. That's all I got to say about it. Like I said, this article's on ScreenRant.com. And go over there and check it out and read it for yourselves if you'd like. But other than that, it's Oracle signing out for today. Take care.